Welcome to this week's episode of Rough Cuts. I'm Coffee Doug. First off, this is the first weekend of December, and we have always been doing a giveaway every first weekend. This month is going to change just a little bit because our final review of the month is going to be on Christmas. So Christmas falls on a Saturday this year, so we're actually going to do our giveaway on the Christmas review. We're going to give away a few different things. We've got some ideas, but we're going to try to make it fun, and we will announce the winner of Unknown White Male giveaway that we did last month. We'll announce that winner then. So, tune in at the end of December for the giveaway. We just want to let you know we're not passing that up. The movie I'm going to be reviewing this week, because it was announced that they have greenlit a project to remake it, is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This movie I saw a few times back when it was released, probably around like 1994, 95, or 1992. Rated PG-13, runs about an hour and a half. Stars Kristy Swanson, Luke Perry, Donald Sutherland. It's got David Arquette in it, Rutger Hauer, and of course Pee Wee Herman as a vampire. A lot of people don't know that. Every time I say that to people, they don't remember that, but he's in it, Paul Reubens. Very, very cheesy vampire movie, and I didn't remember a lot of it until I watched it. I realized how much I remembered. The reason I got it was around Halloween. It was on sale at I think at Kmart for like $4 or $5, and I have been a huge fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as girly as that sounds, the show, for many, many years. I own all the DVDs. There are 7 seasons to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It ran from about 1997 till almost till I guess 2003. Huge cult following, and if you've never watched the show, you don't need to enjoy the movie, and vice versa. You don't need to watch the movie to enjoy the show. But the reason I wanted to talk about these is because I think if you are looking for a new, I guess I should say a new show or a new world of entertainment to get into, like a lot of people are. Sometimes you're tired of all the stuff you watch regularly, or you're just looking for something to watch on the side. I would say Buffy is a very good choice. Very enjoyable. It is, the show and the movie are very different. They made the movie, Joss Whedon wrote the movie, and he's the one who created the show. Directed by Fran Kuzui, K-U-Z-U-I. I don't know how to pronounce that. But basically, when Joss Whedon went to make the movie, they Hollywooded it up. He did not like what they were doing with his characters and the way they were writing it, so he pretty much just quit. He didn't. I don't think he really finished the movie the way he would have wanted to. And he sold part of the rights to Buffy, or maybe all of it. I'm not clear on that, but he did end up selling some of the rights, so they made the movie. And then he went on to make the show, which was phenomenal. And now he's writing a comic book, which takes place after the series. But they're not intertwined together at all. It's just the movie is about a 16 or 17-year-old girl that realizes she is one of the chosen ones to hunt vampires. I mean, this movie was way before Twilight was even a glimmer in teenagers' eyes. If you are a fan of like the teenage vampire movies and stuff, this is definitely a good throwback, just to check this out. It even plenty of teen appeal. So, I don't know that it really stands now. I will say, watching it the other night, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It was kind of funny still, but it's very dated, very 90s, and just wow. I don't know what else to say, and I think it's because I'm such a big fan of the show. Now, when he decided to make the show and WB picked it up, he could pretty much do whatever he wanted. He didn't have a huge budget, but he was able to do what he wanted. He was really able to flesh out the characters, really draw you into the world that he was trying to create, get you invested in all the storylines he had going, and I would say almost every season of Buffy is a pretty strong one. I just recently rewatched all 7 seasons, enjoyed them immensely. They're just like even watching them for the second time. After the series, a few years later, they had a cast reunion, which I was able to get a hold of at Best Buy. Really cool. They all got together and discussed the show, and it had been the first time they'd been together, since the show had ended. And then Joss Whedon announced that he would be writing Season 8 for Dark Horse Comics. This is the first issue, which came out a few years ago. They are now getting ready to approach issue 40, which will complete Season 8. He takes off right after the show, and he does basically what he would have liked to do had the show went on, only he can do quite a bit more because it's in comic book form. Extremely good. And they, like I said, a lot of Buffy announcements are, well, besides the movie, there's quite a few announcements coming out now. Like, not only after they finish Season 8 are they going to do a Season 9 down the road a little bit, they've also announced that the character of Angel, which was a spin-off show for Buffy, that's been going on in comic book form for the past few years also, but Joss Whedon wasn't really writing it. Well, now it's going to also go to Dark Horse Comics. So Buffy and Angel will be together at the same comic book company, which is huge because now they can do whatever they want with the characters. And they're making that movie. I don't know what to think about a remake. At first, I was a little like, well, that's going to suck. Joss Whedon isn't going to have anything to do with it. I forgot to mention that. It's not going to have any of the characters from the show or the It's a total remake movie, total reboot. And I'm afraid they're going to make it a lot like Twilight. Not even to really put down Twilight, but I feel like they're going to go in that route. And at first, it kind of upset me a little bit. I just thought, man, that is going to suck. But if somebody has a love for those characters and they really want to do a good job with it, anytime you read any kind of comic or watch any kind of movie, there's always people that do other interpretations of it, or whether it's a play or an opera or anything. So, I don't know. Maybe the new version will be okay. Maybe it'll be really good, and maybe it'll start a whole new franchise like Spider-Man or, Batman or something like that did. But, definitely, I mean, you could talk about the show and the movie and everything for hours, but I would say if you want to get into something new and something you're really going to enjoy, and you don't have to be like a teenage girl to enjoy it, it doesn't really matter your age or sex. You will probably like it if you're into fantasy and vampires and monsters and stuff like that. Buffy the show, a lot of times you can find them cheap. Best Buy, eBay, Amazon, whatever. Buffy the movie, definitely watch that. You do not have to see it first, but it is fun. Like I said, rewatching it, I didn't love it like I remembered, but I was younger when I watched it, and that was back in 1992. So, still worth $5, absolutely. And then, you could also read the comics, but I will say to read the comics, you definitely needed to have watched the show, without a doubt. So, that's my review for Rough Cuts this week. Check out the other Rough Cutters. Write me as always. Our last review of Sicko did real well. A lot of you commented on the movie and just gave me your thoughts. I appreciate it, and I love getting back to you and writing you. And definitely, end of December, Christmas Day, tune in, and we'll be doing a giveaway then. Until next Saturday.